little bit foggy, but it's a nice morning. Loving the single cab. Charlie always takes care of me. There's Eric. Awesome. It's Charlie Hamill.
You can't come in here, sir.
Oh, sir, but I've got like backstage access, man. One of the things I like to do when I get to the show is go to the swap meet, look for tools. I ended up getting a drum puller, but I was tripping out by this gas tank. It looks like an extra gas tank you can add to your Super Beetle. Kind of fun stuff to always check stuff out. But what I really wanted to see and show you guys was this. This gentleman with this really cool bus and a lot of history behind it. So here we go. All right, you guys, OCTO 2024, the October. Look at this. I am here with 10-Foot Doug, ta-da, with this beautiful bus. It's a 1954, Doug?
1954 panel van.
Okay.
And what the cool thing is that it's a Swedish delivery or Swedish market vehicle.
Okay.
So there's no doors on this side of the bus.
Yeah. No, that's true. You know, that's funny. I mean, it's like I'm looking at the logos and it didn't dawn on me until you just said that, hey, man, cargo doors are not on this side. So that's a Swedish only thing, huh?
Well, and you would think, well, if there's no doors on here, it would be an English car or Australian, so it would be right-hand drive,
right,
left-hand cargo doors.
Okay.
And that's not it. It's left-hand drive, left-hand cargo doors.
Wow. Why did they do that?
I heard it was something about the way they drove on the road.
Okay.
If it was in the other side. I think they were left-hand drive, but they would drive on the left-hand side of the road.
Okay.
And then I think it's 67, and one day they changed.
Okay.
To drive on the right-hand side of the road. So I don't know.
Well,
you tell me.
I don't know. I know. We'll have to find out. If anybody knows watching this, leave it in the comments. So, Doug, what's the history of this? How did you end up with it?
So this bus was found. It was known about in Sweden. It was at a gas station.
Uh-huh.
A gentleman owned it, and it went up to auction at a. It was like an eBay, like a Swedish eBay or car auction or something, bring a trailer type thing in Sweden. And it sold.
Okay.
And a gentleman I know bought it in 21. And he took it to Belgium. One of my friends imported it from Sweden.
Okay.
Took it to Belgium, and he didn't do much with it. Took it around, prepped it. It was running, driving vehicle. And then he decided I was supposed to drive it to Hesse-Sollendorf in 2022.
Okay.
And I didn't. I chickened out.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't. I was too nervous. Right?
Okay.
So I kept in touch with the gentleman, and last year he sold it to me, and I bought it, and I kept in touch with him.
Dude.
So when I got it, it was fairly dirty, chalky paint.
Okay.
And I buffed it. All I did was clean it. I did the brakes, the wheel cylinders, the master cylinder.
Nice.
And basically just some service, the bearings.
Right.
And that's it.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Everything works. The semaphores work. The lights work.
Dude, that's
smooth semaphores for 54.
So cool. So cool.
So the interesting thing about this bus is it was a factory delivered primer vehicle.
Okay, so no paint. Wow.
And so it was never painted from the factory.
Oh my God, look at the dogleg, you guys.
And so it's all factory gray primer.
Okay.
And I think the electric company painted it all white.
No way.
And then this gentleman, the honey person, bought it and painted the top down in yellow.
Oh my gosh.
So it has, another cool thing about it is it's very low miles.
Oh,
I believe that there's only 18,000 miles.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 28,000 kilometers.
Dude, that's crazy.
Just from the wear patterns.
Wow.
The seat's original, the steering wheel's original, the speedometer.
Look at this.
That's the cab divider. So when you were hauling cargo or bees, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want bees in there.
Now this is something that's kind of interesting. I've never noticed this, but the cab divider is actually angled. It's a Barndoor. It's an angled, like in other words, on on my panels.
Yes.
It's a perfect squared off.
Yes.
It like trapezoid shape, like the back window.
Yes.
Dude, never noticed that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love the primer.
So it's been painted numerous times.
Okay.
Blending here and scratches. And it was used on a farm, on a honey farm.
That's so rad.
So
that's so cool. Wow.
So the engine, I have some paperwork that shows this is the original engine.
Okay.
and it appears that everything on here is original. It has the correct
look at
fuel
this.
pump. It has the wire bailed 54.
The cap.
Yeah, the mechanical advanced distributor. The carburetor doesn't have the vacuum port like the Beetles do.
Okay.
The regulator and the coil is, still has the paper Bosch sticker on it.
Wow.
So I believe this is all original.
Dude, that's incredible.
I think even the tire, the spare tire, I think that's even original tire. It's
Really?
a Continental. It's a German Continental.
Okay, look at this thing. That is something else, man. Yeah, I cannot get over the primer. I love the primer. That's actually
Look at how
really
nice
cool.
this is.
Yeah.
I think these are factory holes
Wow.
in the license plate, and it
Wow.
still has the original Swedish license plate.
That's awesome.
And
Look
I believe
at that.
somebody told me that this is the metal on metal, and this is the original one to the bus.
Oh God.
Or at least
Dude.
it's a 50s Swedish.
It just keeps getting better. So,
Well, we're
Doug,
gonna
I got a
record it.
question for you.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so the tail lights. So, is that a European thing or
No,
US ones?
these are actually reproduction, but they're
Okay.
really nice reproduction.
Very cool.
These are what they call bubble taillights.
Okay.
These were used from 54 to 58
Okay.
with variations
Okay.
in lenses.
I was just curious, being a Swedish bus, if it would have had this like a flatter one.
No, I believe that these are Swedish reflectors though.
Okay.
Because
all right.
they had different.
Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah.
Look at how big they are. They
Dude.
should, on the
Yeah, you know
on
what's
the
really
regular
funny?
factory ones are half that size.
I just did an interview with Frank's Hoffman, which was that one's not a Hoffman, I don't think, but it's a Swedish bug, and
Yeah.
it's got reflectors like this.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're Sweden and Switzerland
Uh-huh.
or Belgium. No, Belgium
Okay,
had weird reflector. Belgium had different ones too, like that, similar like that.
dude, look at this. So I mean, the bumper. I mean, just that's so rad that it had both bumpers still. I mean, just the condition of it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Their
Yeah.
original license light lens. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still some stuff that I want to fix and clean up, and I still got it. I just got it driving about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. I love the fact that the cargo doors are on this side. That's
Yeah,
just
so they're
such
on
a trip.
Yeah, they're on the wrong
Now,
side.
the wood. Yeah, they're on the wrong side. Look at this.
Isn't
oh,
that
that's
crazy?
so rad.
It's pretty.
So cool,
So
man.
the cool thing about this is
Uh-huh.
that they didn't have. These are right-hand cargo doors.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
if you on a normal bus,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
the front door.
Right.
And this
Yeah.
is the rear door. Well,
Uh-huh.
they didn't have that, so they just switched them around.
Oh, how funny. God,
This
look
is
at
what
this.
this was what the bus came with to open the door.
No way. Hang on
Yeah.
a second, Limbs.
Yeah, it's a Swedish.
That's
it's
so
a
funny. Look at
Swedish,
that. Shank.
No,
Look at
came with
that.
the bus.
That's funny, but look at that. It's a perfect length.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
funny, huh?
Dude, that is pretty funny. That's awesome. You get pulled over, dude. They're
No.
like, what's this?
Yeah, guys like,
what's this, huh? Did you get this when you were in the joint?
So this was
Look at
you-
this.
This was used to haul bees and bee products and the bee boxes and stuff like that. So
Wow.
they made these duck boards, like similar to things or
Yeah.
Kubels.
God, look at the divider, dude's in killer condition.
Yeah, look at all the fabric still on it, and then look at the
Yeah.
foam in the corners.
Oh,
See
yeah.
if one of the- I mean, that
A lot of
hasn't
people
been-
don't even realize that it takes a little foam, wedge. God, look at that. But seriously, dude, I never knew that about the
Yeah,
the window.
yeah, the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the primer. Love the primer. So cool, man. Wow. And so up here, it looks like it had some sort of a pole maybe or something.
It had a bar, and it's
Okay.
right back there.
Wow.
And it went to another bar where they hung stuff,
Uh-huh.
but two people already knocked themselves out. So, so I just unscrewed it and I put it in the back.
That is a trip though that they went ahead and made this. I wonder if that actually saved the cargo floor.
Yeah,
Had
well,
to
the,
have, right?
the rockers were replaced.
Oh,
so,
were they? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So,
Well,
I mean, it's-
dude, this thing is beautiful. So, now I got a question for you. You know what,
Yeah.
Doug? If you want, have a seat.
Sure.
I
You
got to
wanna share?
ask you here, man. So, I've known you for a while,
yeah.
but I am curious, dude. How did you get into Volkswagens?
Well,
Where did it all start?
when I was growing up, my older brother
Uh huh.
had a friend that had Volkswagens, and he had that. Remember that RC car, that model car? It was like Baja Beetle.
Yeah,
That was painted
yeah,
yellow,
yes.
yellow with red trim. Like, well, he had one of those in real life.
Oh, wow.
His dad made it. Anyway, he would rip around the neighborhood, and then his younger brother, who I was friends with, had a street beetle, a really nice stock street beetle.
Okay.
And I always thought, God, they're so cool and they're so cheap. And then I finally went to school for, automotive work. And
Really?
Yeah, I did auto body. I went to school for auto body repair and finishing. And I started to buy them because they were cheap. And so my first car was a 57 oval window ragtop, which I still have.
No way.
Yeah, and Andy's from the UK is gonna love it. It's turquoise with a white floor pan. It's like super 80s. It's
My gosh.
Yeah, you'll love it.
That's awesome.
So,
that is awesome.
So that was my first car, was a 57 oval window ragtop. So
Wow. Okay.
I still have it.
And I mean, okay, so getting even more personal, how tall are you?
6'6".
Dude, how'd you fit in that?
Yeah, well, they have, surprisingly, they're pretty good headroom. I mean, there's plenty of room in early Beetles.
That's so funny, man. Because I look at some of the early literature, especially the Barndoor literature, and when you look at some of the drawings or the paintings, you see the driver and he looks pretty well centered in the windshield, but dude, I'm 5'10", 5'10 and a half, and I'm looking at the visor, and I'm like, yeah, that's a little false advertising. And I think about someone like you, dude.
I mean, you gotta be laid back.
You gotta be laid back, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
So, okay, so after the Beetle, I mean, a lot of people know you everywhere in the community, but everybody knows that beautiful deluxe that you have. And so that's why I think having a panel going, completely the opposite way is just such a great addition to your collection. But how long have you had that, dude? Because you've had it forever. And what's the story on that? And was that your second Volkswagen?
No, that was my. No, I've had like 40 Volkswagens.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. So no, that one I bought in Gresham, Oregon.
Wow.
I've had it for 15 years.
Wow.
And I bought it right before the Barndoor craze kind of took off.
Okay. Smart.
And so it's still expensive.
Yeah.
Compared to what it is today. So it was all original. It had been taken apart by the previous owner.
Okay.
All original paint, all original interior.
Yeah.
He was going to restore it in the 80s.
Yeah.
And he bought it in 78 for $300. That bus, my old.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And so.
Oh my gosh.
I bought it from him. I don't know what year it was. About
for $400.
No, I put some of his kids through college.
There you go.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of money, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
So I've driven that everywhere from up in Northern California to all over California. To buses by the bridge.
Yeah.
That's a good bus too,
dude.
They're completely different.
Yeah.
Than a
I know.
panel and and that bus is a California delivered San Francisco.
Oh, really? Wow.
Deluxe bus. Which is wild.
Also 54, right?
55.
Oh, that's a 55.
Yeah, it's a January 1855.
Wow.
So that's really late. That's 5,000 away.
No way.
From the last one.
That's killer, dude. I did not know that. That's really cool.
yeah, it's a nice. I got very lucky.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. I know, dude. This thing is so cool. This thing is really cool, and I love the history of it. I think one of the coolest things is just the originality of them.
Yeah. Well, here I'll show you. Hold on a second.
All right. Okay.
Because it wasn't like a lot of people were like, "Oh, where'd you find it? Where'd you find it?" I'm like, "Well, it was a known bus." And it was already in a
oh wow, okay.
This magazine in January, April of 2021.
Oh, that classicer.
Yeah, classic cars of Sweden.
Look at that.
And so they did a whole article on it.
Oh, that's so cool.
I haven't read it yet. Cool. We're in the Swedish, and you can decipher it.
Yeah, just grab your phone and scan it with the instant translation, right?
I know, I need to do
Dude,
that.
Look at that thing.
But you can see.
That's so rad.
So this was in 21, and people sent me pictures of it in like 1999
Uh-huh.
in a gas station in Sweden.
Really?
Yeah, it's a cool old gas station.
That's so cool, man. I love that. That's amazing.
So
That's neat that you've got documentation.
Yeah.
And who would have known that you were going to end up with it, huh?
I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. It's so weird how stuff works out.
Nah, you know what? I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that number one, dude, you're a good person.
Well,
you know?
I don't know about that.
No, you're a good person, dude. You know, I mean, seriously, most people that know you, everyone's always like, Doug's always so cool. The neat thing about you, dude, and I'm not trying to kiss your ass or anything, is the fact that you're always even keeled. You know what you're going to get when you talk to you.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
seriously, it's true. Yeah,
well,
you know, you're very easy-go-lucky and you're very giving, which is really cool.
it.
No,
Well,
it goes a
you're
long way.
pretty giving, too.
So I think
you were very giving.
I think it goes a long way, dude. So
Well,
I think it's neat, and so good things come to good people,
I
supposedly,
definitely
right?
appreciate the whole Volkswagen community. It's
Oh,
really
yeah,
great
dude.
group of people.
It is.
Really special and awesome, fun time.
It is, and I'll tell you, it makes it even more fun when something like this comes into play, you know, and it lands in the right hands. So I'm stoked for you, dude. Congratulations, man. I need to get down to San Diego and come and check out your, now that I know it's a 55, you know.
Come down and we'll go surf.
Oh, dude, that'd be
Not on the
great.
weekend.
Not on the weekend. No,
Yeah.
we don't need to do that. So
Come down. What do you mean? We can go surf.
I know I want to. Yes.
Look at this beach.
I will.
Landed
Shut
here.
up, dude. This is so cool.
Look at this.
No,
Yeah, look at.
dude.
How is
Look
a
at
bee
this.
just landed on the bus?
Yeah, look at that.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny. Maybe it knows something, huh, dude? Oh, that was rad. That was so cool. That's awesome. Well, Doug, thank you, dude. Thank you.
Eddie.
I appreciate it, man. And
Appreciate
congratulations, dude.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thanks a lot. I'll
All
make it
right.
to more shows.
Yes, you should. You
All
guys check out this bus when you get a chance, because it is something definitely bitching to look at, especially with the primary. Ah, so cool.